Talking current events, let the conversation begin. Everything from conspiracies, yeah, I'm talking aliens. Truth bombs that many never knew. We talking politics, everything up to the moon. Was the landing real and fake? I guess you'll never know. Let's talk, this is the Nate and Garrett Show, yeah. So lend me your ear, let's get it poppin'. You know that we keep it live, non-stopping. Educate and entertain, there ain't no doubt. After you listen, you'll be thinking way outside the box. From media dishonesty, never let them play you. Keep it authentic nowadays, many can't do. Unfiltered is how we do it. Make sure you stay locked in and tuned in, let's go. Had to come through and let you know. Keep it locked, this is the Nate and Garrett Show. Talking current events, let the conversation begin. Everything from conspiracies, yeah, I'm talking aliens. The Nate and Garrett Show.
And now, welcome to the Nate and Garrett Show. Prepare yourself to be transported to the furthest reaches of reality. As the hosts unravel the mysteries of the universe, the depths of the deep state, the truth hidden in plain sight, all while bringing you the news from this week. Please welcome your hosts, Nate and Garrett.
Hey.
Hey, Nate.
What's up, Garrett?
Well, crazy day, huh?
Super crazy day.
For people that watched our last show, we kind of did a deep dive, I guess you'd say, into what's going on. Tried to explain it the best we could in our limited understanding of how markets work. I think we did a good job of explaining options, shorting, putting, that sort of thing. And kind of how this is, for real, kind of the working class versus the elites. And
That's
you
what it
always
looks
hear
like.
the term. You can always hear the term "eat the rich" and that sort of thing. This is a little bit different because a lot of times you just eat the rich. It just kind of turns out to be like the working class versus the business owners. Well, these people that sit at these hedge funds, they're not producing anything. They're not really giving much to society. They're basically skimming off the top of the working class, really. And with that, they use that to buy influence into the SEC, influence the White House, and obviously influence the other market movers. So it's pretty great. This is the first time I can really think that they're losing to the little guy.
Yeah, this is the real kind of eat the rich who these rich actually deserve it. They're cheaters. They're rigging the system.
Rich that deserve it. Yeah, these aren't guys that started a manufacturing business that made it big.
No,
these are. That's why. I mean, look at. There's gonna be some heroes born of this, some heroes and some villains. And Elon is either the richest guy alive or close to it, and he's definitely siding with the good guys. He's on the right side of history on this one.
Yeah, we should show his tweets later.
And it's pretty interesting to see who's splitting off. And no, I shouldn't be a surprise to anybody, but once again, the media is splitting off on the wrong side of history. They're doing a terrible job.
Yeah,
I think they're purposely making this more complicated than it is, and they're really being apologists for these big hedge funds.
Yeah, they're trying to protect the hedge funds. Oh, that we can't in their at the cost of the people.
Yeah,
the media is just god awful.
They're trying to turn this into like, well, these aren't the hedge funds; it's the retirement plans and the unions' retirement. This is going to hurt the firemen. They're trying to do that now.
Yeah, I know.
This is the firefighters and the teachers. No, it's not. This is the billionaire hedge funds who are shorting the market, who cause crashes, who cause businesses to go out of business. It's them versus the people.
And also, we're supposed to have a free market, okay? It doesn't matter. Cry all you want.
Yeah. I mean, we weren't sitting there telling them that they couldn't leverage a company to be 140, 150% shorted. We're not the ones that told them that they shouldn't be getting 30-to-1 leverage when they buy a stock and control the stock market. We knew it was wrong, and the media would do lip service saying that it happens and it's bad, but they really didn't care. They didn't want it to change.
No.
They just liked the stock market would go up relatively 10, 12% a year. They could do stories on it, and they could shake their fists acting like they care and they're on the side of the people. But this is showing that they're really not. I mean, this is the first time that retail investors have been able to have this sort of knowledge and this sort of power. And instead of figuring out how the markets could evolve and how this is good for everybody, they're trying to decide how they're going to restructure the market to keep these guys out of it.
Right, exactly. They're scrambling to rig the deck.
It about worked.
Yeah, so maybe you should just say what happened today, Garrett.
Tomorrow's a really big day for the shorts. As you watch our show, everyone that watched the show yesterday knows that GameStop has more shorts on it than stocks that are even in existence. So that's a weird quandary when a business doesn't go out of business, because eventually those stocks are going to have to be bought, and it's going to drive this up, and eventually there's not going to be enough stock. So, I mean, in theory, this could send this to basically infinite amount of money per share.
Hey, crack party.
Hey.
What's up, man?
Send this to an infinite amount of money per share. Business model that needs changed, I think. We went over that yesterday. I think GameStop needs to get a new business model.
Yeah.
But this is going to buy them more time. Oh, we had a video of Leon. That was hilarious, wasn't it? I think he's the one that's like cried in the past about like a tax raise or something too.
Is that that?
Let's play it. It's a good one.
Is that this?
Yeah, that's Leon right there.
Okay.
I believe anyway. And this is a shorter clip. I wish we had more.
The reason the market is doing what it's doing is people are sitting at home getting the checks from the government, okay? And this fair share is a bullshit concept. It's just a way of attacking wealthy people. And, I think it's inappropriate. We all got to work together and pull together. The reason the market...
Dude, fuck this guy.
There's a lot to unravel right there.
Yeah.
So what's he mean? We had to work together and pull together? He's basically talking to CNBC and his billionaire friends watching the SEC saying, how are we going to stop these guys? This is essentially what he's saying there.
Yeah.
Because he's losing... Well, a lot of the retail investors, and retail investors, I guess your mom and pop investors that are buying stock and that sort of thing, they're winning. These guys are losing. He's basically saying they need to come together and figure this out. He's not saying that the billionaires have to get together with the working class and figure this out.
No, he's saying the hedge fund managers got to get together.
Yes. Because they're heavily shorted still. So they've manipulated the shit out of the market today. A lot of these brokerage firms, starting with Robinhood, because Robinhood is where a lot of the younger people are buying from.
That's where I have my account,
I do too. And we talked about at the end of the show how we're going to put money in the markets. I was fully planning on it. I'm exhausted today. I didn't sleep much. I was kind of watching the European markets a bit. I was kind of excited. I woke up at like 7 and started reading some stuff and watching the pre-market. And then I was looking at my stock and it said that this is temporarily disabled to protect you, basically. No.
Dude, it makes me so mad. So yeah,
GameStop was close to $500 before that, and then it just plummeted. It's like I couldn't get in. I've been trying. Yeah,
Robinhood said you cannot buy GameStop. They said, oh, no more buying of GameStop is allowed
no GameStop,
today.
No Nokia,
no AMC,
no AMC. And then as the market opened, people are looking at this going, "What the fuck?" So all of them but GameStop instantly plummeted. GameStop went down, but it was still doing pretty decent. And then, what was it? There was another random stock that started to jump up a bunch, and they banned that stock too. It was some Sundial. It's like Sundial. I think it's like a pot growing stock, but that started running up, so they banned that. And then American Airlines started having a good day, and they banned American Airlines. So they started banning these stocks.
So this proves, all right, it really shows the curtain being pulled back on the system.
Yep.
And it shows that it is a rigged system. You know what I mean? This isn't a fair market where anyone can blah, blah, blah.
They only let you sell GameStop. And they kept making that, they kept making that distinction. Well, we still let you sell. Yeah. Well, no shit. You're taking all the buying pressure out of this.
Yeah, you want people to sell. You want them all to sell so that you won't lose your asses.
I think it was like the CEO of NASDAQ saw this happening yesterday. And they basically wanted to stall trading for the whole day to let these hedge fund managers reassess their positions.
Yeah,
basically saying, "I'm buy you guys a day."
Yeah, I saw that.
Recalibrate. And so they got that today. And you can't tell me that that all of these separate brokerages started to all ban these guys from being traded at the same time and only be sold. And then the market, the media acts like, oh, look, the bubble's popped. This is what they're protecting you from. No, they caused it. God damn it.
Right, exactly. They made it fall artificially, not allowing it to. Think of the money that they're stealing when they do that.
They're protecting you by pulling the rug out from under this. So GameStop fell from almost 500 to like 130 for a little bit.
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, and it triggered a stop. So here's the bad news. What happened behind the scenes today when that was at 130? We do know, the good news is we know it's still heavily shorted. It's got like 130% short. It's plenty to squeeze these. But now there's word coming out that the shorts took more shorts out right before Robinhood paused the buying, basically. So the insiders knew that was going to happen. So took out some shorts here. There's the pause. It fell. So they're in profit now. And we do know that there were some shorts that got out. Are these new shorts all really expensive? Did the really bad positions, were they able to liquidate? What happened behind closed doors today? That's what I'm worried about.
Wow, that is so criminal.
So it looks like today ended up. It looked like in the war versus the people versus the ruling class. It looked like today was a battle. The people were going to lose, but it had a good ending. But I'm not sure what damage was done yet.
And it also looked like the ruling class revealed that they have rigged the system and it's not fair. Everyone has been told that it's a fair system. Anyone can free market, and it is not that.
Sleeping Joe Biden to wake up and even give a little statement about how this is wrong. Nothing. Elizabeth Warren, who's always act like she's for the people and not Wall Street, she gave a few little words about about how this is despicable and the SEC has got to be a cop on this. Well, it turns out, because she said that, now the SEC is asking Robinhood for basically their trades, but then they're going to match that up with Reddit to see if there's anything impropriety there. They're not looking at the hedge funds like if Warren was really for the people and wanted to. They're looking to make sure that us retail investors didn't do anything wrong.
Right. Yep. See? Oh my God. It's so rigged. The police of it are against the people. They might as well work for the hedge fund.
Don't say anything and don't even look into it when there's 150% short. And go ahead and pay Janet Yellen $800,000 to have her give some bullshit speech you're not listening to. You're buying influence, because that happened with these hedge funds. I think it was Melvin Capital paid her like $800,000 to talk or some bullshit. And who knows what's true yet? There's a lot coming out.
Just like how Amazon owns majority of the internet infrastructure and can kick off websites. Brokers own majority of the market infrastructure and can kick off retail investors. Yeah. Dude, it's so crazy.
You called this yesterday. You called this. We kind of said, what could they do now? Because Wall Street Bets was coming back and stuff was moving after hours. And you basically said, they're going to start not letting people trade. And it seemed too crazy to be true at the time. But it was. And now, so they took down Wall Street Bets Discord by saying it was hate speech. So we fucked up when we let everyone get away with banning crazy Alex Jones. And then banning crazy QAnon. And then banning more conservative voices. And then banning anyone that questions anything with COVID. We fucked up with that. Because now, when does market manipulation become hate speech? When does buy GameStop become hate speech?
Right. When does protesting become terrorism? Censorship. And it's so funny how all these different aspects of the world are sort of going through the same process.
Your money's kind of the most important free speech. Where you spend your dollar is about the most important form of expression we have. It's about the only vote we really have. And we're seeing right now Google is deleting negative reviews people are leaving on Robinhood's app. Yeah. People have a legit gripe about an app that they downloaded, but they don't care. They're going to delete it anyway. They're going to hide that.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Good luck, Robinhood. They were planning on going public, having an IPO in 9 months. Good luck. I mean, you made a lot of enemies. I can't wait to see how shorted your stock is. My guess is that they're not even going to make it to public. I don't see how they can come back from this and go public at this point.
Well, but that kind of sucks, though, because I really liked the idea of Robinhood. Where
Robinhood was for the average retail investor, not somebody like DZD that really knows what they're doing and stuff. For the average retail investor, I think it was the easiest. It was the most accessible. It was the best. It was just so easy to pull up your phone. Like, I bought those 10 contracts, those 10 calls on Nokia that I was talking about yesterday. I was at a stoplight. It was 8:31. I thought, I'll pull up my app and buy those.
Yeah,
quick.
see, that's great. We need that.
Yes.
But we have to be out from under the thumb of corporate control, And we have to, and the same thing for like a video platforming website. We need to get out from under YouTube's censorship. We need to get away from Twitter's censorship. So all these aspects of life need to get away from institutional rule. And
it's crazy how fast this got to where it is right now. How we went from a purge on Twitter where everyone was clapping to now a purge on retail investors not being able to spend their money where they want. That was like 4 days ago. That was pretty damn quick.
Another example this all makes me think of is Bitcoin and Ethereum being a decentralized currency away from fiat dollars, where the Federal Reserve can't just print money and give it away.
It made me
blah, blah.
It made me miss my crypto days. I used to day trade crypto. It was great. I didn't have to. There's a decentralized exchange. I use the more centralized one, but there's decentralized ones out there. You could buy, you could sell. It doesn't matter. There's no rules. I mean, you can't day trade really right now. You get caught as a day trade pattern with it. But now with crypto, there's times I bought and sold one coin over 20 times a day. I'd wait for it to go up. I'd buy or sell. I'd wait for it on. I'd buy. I could sit there all day doing it. It was great.
Dude, I'm so sick of these institutions. We have to move away from these crappy, they think they know better than us institutions. Get out of my face,
Today was a painful lesson. I mean, then I knew when I saw GameStop going to 120. I mean, it was looking bleak, but I was thinking like I would kill to be able to buy right now. We actually, me and my brother's got a TD Ameritrade account that he's never touched in years. We were trying to go and buy a call of GameStop at $240 for like 20 grand, I think it was. But we were sitting there trying, thinking, how the hell can we do this?
You would have made a ton.
I know. We were gambling, of course, that Robinhood would open up in time. I really think Robinhood got a lot of pressure to shut down. And I think they were planning on a shutdown through the weekend, and they were probably going to come up with an excuse for being shut for both days. And I think the pressure got to be too much.
For tomorrow, they're going to open up to limited buys. I think they're going to stop buys right away.
I think they might have cooked that goose. I don't think they expected this vitriol and this outburst. And you don't CNBC and them, they were sticking up for them. They were basically saying like, 2 weeks, people aren't even going to remember this, and it's going to be back to normal. Nope.
No, never.
This is a new. Yeah, there's no unboiling this egg for the market and for Robinhood. I mean, I've been on Wall Street Bets for a year. Already, they were warning people to get away from Robinhood. And I thought it was more of like a gatekeeping thing, like, real traders don't use Robinhood. Now I'm not so certain. I mean, maybe they
But what's the better alternative?
Absolutely. I don't know, but I'm looking and I'm going to transfer it out.
Because TD Ameritrade stopped trades on GameStop too.
I don't think they did. They stopped letting you use their margin is what they did.
Okay.
And
it's good to know.
That one I mean, you at least have an argument.
I'm not offended by that. Oh, we won't loan you money for that. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, if I go with a shitty business plan to a bank and they won't loan me money, it sucks. Tastyworks, cool.
Tastyworks. Okay, I'll check it out.
It sucks, but at the same time, it makes total sense. Do they have a mobile platform? DZD, because a decent one.
Well, see, the problem is I'm trying to sign up and buy a GameStop stock right now, and they all take 4 days to link my bank or blah, blah.
I'm going to have to stick with Robinhood during this run-up.
Me too.
I don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. Like, instantly I went.
I don't care. I'm trying to make money. You know,
I was going to go and cancel my gold. I do Robinhood Gold for $5. For $5 a month, I get margin and I get whatever.
Yeah, me too.
It's easier it's quicker to send money there. And I went to go cancel it. I thought, well, Jesus, I got to go get verified somewhere else. And if I was kind of hoping they'd open it up today during the market, and I was like, all right, great, I can put some money in.
Think or swim. I've been there too.
When that market opens, as long as it's affordable, I am gonna pump some money in. That's for sure.
Me too. But okay, so what are you gonna buy in the morning at 8:30? What's Garrett buying?
Nokia, BlackBerry.
So are you buying calls or stocks?
Probably calls.
We got to talk about it because I want to know what I should buy. I think I'm going to buy some Nokia and some AMC calls.
In general, calls are obviously way more risky. But GameStop is kind of an all or nothing thing anyway, I feel like. Like I said, it's probably worth $20, $30 a share, but it's going to go way higher than that. So if I'm buying calls, I guess if you buy shares, it's easier to get out if you go get out. But I had a friend today. I got to say this. He was very long on NVAX, and he made $750,000. For people that don't know, NVAX is like they have a vaccine coming out for COVID, and they were like $2 or $3 before the pandemic, and then they ran up to 180, then they dropped to like 110-ish and sat there. Well, my buddy before the pandemic was saying buy this, and he was long in it. He did kind of sell some at the top and bought some low, but he was even in the trials. He's in the phase 3 trials and posting about it. They released their news today, and it dropped from like 125 to 110. And my buddy freaked out and sold it at 110. And it jumped off 110, and it's now at like 170, 180.
Oh, no.
He sold
that sucks.
like 3,000 shares. So he's down like a quarter to $1/3 of $1 million already. So he's just sick to his stomach, he said. I said, well, congrats on what you did win. And he's just like, don't talk about it. I'm sick to my stomach.
Well,
I said, I know how you feel. I sold right for the pandemic for like $2 or $3. And I had 100 shares. So it's nothing like his thousands of shares. But I wish I could have those 100 shares back. That's for sure.
I wanted to show this little video, Garrett. It's a nice little... Oh, I'll put it over our faces. And it's with Melvin Capital and these hedge funds rigging the market and doing all they can to screw over GameStop, but GameStop is still winning, and the people are still winning.
What does GameStop think when they don't let them trade there?
That's what I'm saying, man. If that was my company and they can't buy my stock,
do you know Melvin Capital?
They should be suing them.
Do you know Melvin Capital is claiming they're not short GameStop anymore? That they got out. I don't believe it. I don't think that's legal for them to lie about.
No, but they probably have nothing to lose. It's like, well, should we tell this lie or should we lose $40 billion?
And that's the thing with Robinhood. They probably thinking, okay, we're gonna get fined. We might go to jail a little bit, but
that's what I think.
Better than paying billions of dollars or having a hitman come after us.
Right? Yeah. No kidding. So
DZD, what are your thoughts on what happened today? Without the bind, do you think a lot of the big short sellers were able to get out? I mean, it dropped to $120. My concern is that they were able to get out and repositioned way higher. So even though there's still a lot of shorts there, I'm worried that some damage was done today. And I hope I'm wrong on that.
Man, think how criminal that is.
I know.
They stop everyone from buying it.
Yep.
And in the meantime, they buy shorts. So it definitely falls because people panic and their shorts pay a lot. And then, I mean, I just can't imagine how rigged that is. That's so rigged.
I do think that they thought there's going to be some pushback and maybe a fine. I don't think they understood the vitriol that came out. And then, finally, like AOC said how this is bullshit. We need to do.
I saw that. I pretty much disagree with everything she's ever said, but I'm proud of her for this. I agree with her on this.
And then Ted Cruz came out and said he agreed. And then Don Trump Jr. came out. Rashid Tlaib came out. And then eventually Elon came out too. So, I mean, they had some, and of course, Barstool Sports CEO, he was a hero all day long.
Yeah.
Sheamus, he, of course, came out. Dave Portnoy and Sheamus might be the two big heroes in all of this. But it's I'm worried about what happened when trading was halted today. Because it looks like, I mean, the pressure got high enough. They came out and basically said, okay, we're going to reopen this in a limited capacity. They really didn't give an excuse. They basically act like it was to protect everyone else, but they won't say why or how. And they try to say it's not a liquidity problem. The excuse is infuriating. They can't stop. It's true. I mean, I do think that from today on out, the markets are different. I think it's way better for the average person.
I hope so.
This is the good news. Yeah, good things for bringing that up these days. There wasn't a lot of volume today. That's the good news.
Okay.
And the hedge funds buying back their shorts. Yeah. And it's still 130% shorted, if I'm correct. And that's more shares than are available.
Yeah.
So
I still think it might, there's people on Wall Street Bets saying they're going to hold until it's worth 10,000 each stock. And that seems ridiculous to me, but
I don't know what they could ever do. I almost feel like the government will have to step in at some point. What can they do?
I don't know.
I don't know. I almost feel like they're going to have a closed door meeting with GameStop and have them pump some. I don't know.
But I hate these people so much. I want to just buy a GameStop stock for $350 and never sell it. I'll just die with that stock. I don't care.
And
so I do think if that was screwing them over, probably I'll sell it.
I think they thought. I bet Melvin Capital and everybody else. What do you think, DZD? Did Melvin Capital get out? But I think those guys were probably so relieved when GameStop did that, and I think they thought when they went to $120 installed, I bet they're thinking, "Oh, good, we have a whole other day tomorrow." But then the heat was turned on so much they had to reverse course, and now we're seeing GameStop go back up. I don't think GameStop is going to be. I think we'd have trouble buying GameStop for $300, and I don't think it's going to end the day at $300. I think the squeeze has got to start to happen tomorrow. So I
think it's going to go way up tomorrow.
And it looked like we were going to lose the battle. I think the war could be won here. I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, but I want them to let me buy a stock. I just want one of these stupid things for $300. Okay, I want it because I think it's going to be worth $2,000 or more.
I want a call. I still might try. Man, I was gambling, of course, that it would open back up by tomorrow when I was going to go and buy that $250 call. I mean, that's $20,000. If I don't hit that, I'm out $20,000. That's where it starts to at least hurt the pocketbook a bit.
Oh, yeah, that would suck.
But I am going to buy it. Yeah, I'm going to buy a lot of Nokia. I'm going to buy a lot of BlackBerry. I'll probably stay away from AMC, even though they have a low market cap. I think it's kind of ran up a lot. They ran up a lot already, and it's
not really. It's back down to like $11 right now, dude.
Yeah, it's about a $1 or $2 stock.
Yeah, but what is GameStop? You just need to get on the meme tidal wave and ride it to the moon.
Boy, I kind of think GameStop has got a better future than AMC. If I had to take a guess,
that doesn't mean it. Who cares? It has nothing to do with this.
I don't think so either. But it's being reported that Melvin Capital's out. I don't think that's possible. I think they would be hurting very, very badly if they got out.
They're still shorted 130%. So whether it's Melvin Capital or other evil rich hedge fund managers, there's still a ton of them in. Yep. So
there's going to be a big squeeze on it. That's a big about Nokia. There's not going to be a short squeeze on Nokia. It's just kind of they became a meme stock. They were in the right place at the right time. Where now, like you go and try to post a normal post on Wall Street Bets, you're going to be downvoted and ignored. So it's kind of like we're frozen in time until the time being with Nokia, AMC, BlackBerry, and GameStop. Right.
And I saw a lot of talk about Friday is when all these shorts kind of come due and stuff, and that tomorrow is the big day. And I think that's kind of true. But I saw a post on Wall Street's Bet saying, now look, Friday isn't necessarily the end-all be-all of this war.
I think you can just...
they can push it off to next week or the week
But they're going to
after.
be paying...
Huge interest.
Interest on their new positions.
Right. Yeah. But they might be forced to not... They might be forced to push it off and pay interest.
Yeah.
Right.
And I do think that there's a Streisand effect is happening right now. I think that this is getting people foaming. I think it's a backfire.
That's what's happened to me.
At the mouth to buy.
Yeah.
They just can't wait. So.
That's how I feel. I literally do feel that this is a...
Oh, yeah, and weekly options. Yep. And I think there's some shorts or some puts. I think there's a lot of puts with like a 350 strike price. So if it ends above 350, those will all be big losses. So we need to end the day above 350 for those.
I feel like it will. Hugely above it, probably.
Me too. I want to get in.
I think it might get to 1,000 tomorrow.
I was laughing so much 2 days ago when people were trying to say $1,000.
Me too. Me too. That seemed like lunacy to me. But now I just think it's class warfare, and it's a way for the poor to finally say, "Hey, you cheating bastards!"
Yeah, people are making a statement. We have a stock that's shorted 130%. I don't know if there's ever been a short squeeze of the 130%. I don't even know how that happens. I don't understand how realistically and logically you could get out of a short squeeze if there's not enough supply to buy. You have to buy the supply to get out. You have to get out to quit paying interest, but there's not enough supply to buy to get out. I mean, I think that's just to keep leapfrogging and go higher and higher.
Right, and then it's $2 trillion, but they only have 10 billion, so...
Options. That's the point I was trying to make yesterday, but I was having trouble getting out. So you could kind of just, if you don't have to exercise your options. You can just take kind of the profits you'd make. Like, hey, I'm a few dollars above the strike price. I want my couple grand. Or you could exercise your option, and Melvin Capital has to go and buy you those shares and give you those shares. So people are saying, even if it's going to cost you more money, you're going to win less. Exercise your options, because that is how you get
take the stock. Shorts. That's funny.
Yes.
Good. See, I love it. I absolutely support it. I despise Wall Street for their clear rigging of the system.
This is like, for the first. You remember like Occupy Wall Street happened? It was more of like a left versus right thing. People laugh at the hippies that were there and stuff.
Yeah.
But this is like almost like a true Occupy Wall Street, where this is like the first time I remember where it is kind of like the retail versus the big evil empire.
And the big evil empire is cheating. That's clear.
And they're going to the government.
Yep. And they're in cahoots with the government and the media, and they're all cheating, and it's a rigged system, and it's time to go sink yachts into the harbor. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because really, if this is not fair at all and stuff, then the extremely wealthy should be worried, in my opinion.
There's going to be movies made out of this moment. I really don't know how the market ever goes back to normal.
I agree with you. I think you're right. You said that the first day we started talking about this.
Because they're already shorts are starting to have less shorts or have less. They were taking out their shorts and companies that weren't meme stocks yet because they're afraid that was going to be next and stuff.
Right, which gives these companies a chance to survive. I mean, it's so great.
Instead of the market movers being these hedge fund guys at golf clubs during lunch, and then everyone else getting the droppings a month later when they have to reveal what they bought, but not what they short, just what they bought. We might be leading the way. We might seriously have the power. Wall Street Bets now is up to like 5.5 million subscribers. You know, that's a lot. And a lot of those people have millions of dollars. I mean, there's real money in Wall Street Bets right now.
Yep. Well, it's really amazing what's happening, dude.
Yes.
And it seems really great, but at the same time, who's going to play Nate? Well, Brad Pitt and
Perry Caravello.
We'll decide who's who later.
And Perry Caravello's stunt double. So Robinhood, you know, their tagline is basically like democratizing the markets and bringing it to the people. And that's like what they tried to that's what they tried to run on this whole time, letting the small guy in, and that's it's obviously in the name, Robinhood, that sort of thing. And they're the ones that really tried to fuck everybody today, and it's pretty funny. Like I said, they're trying to go public in 9 months. Good luck.
Yeah.
Wall Street bets. I mean, people aren't going to forgive this, and why should they?
Dude,
why should they ever trade on this ever again?
No shit. See, I don't trust them at all. But it's the same thing with like YouTube. All of a sudden, YouTube's censoring everybody. I don't trust YouTube. The same thing with Reddit. Why do all these companies start and they've got a good motto and then they turn evil immediately? And why
here's
does that
the good thing.
happen?
There is a lot of other trading platforms. I don't know if they're going to be as nice or as user-friendly, but someone's going to come up with one. I mean, we already got the Winklevi twins are talking about it. They have like a Gemini they're coming out with.
I signed up for that. I signed up for like 5 different trading companies today because I want to buy one of these stocks and none of them will let me.
Cash App even sells some stocks now. I don't think you do like contracts and stuff, but TD Ameritrade, like I said, I don't think they did anything wrong today. They're just kind of the IU looks a little bit older and stuff to me, but I will open a TD Ameritrade account and start transferring out my money or my stocks out of.
Oh yeah, me too. There's no way I'm sticking with Robinhood. Yep. I'm going to be forced to use them tomorrow. Yep.
I'll probably even have to early week.
But I'm gonna switch to somebody else. You know.
Yeah. So, when you went into the app on Robinhood, it basically made it seem like the condescending fucks basically saying, "Oh, it's to protect you, so you can only sell,"
which offends me so much.
Big time. And I think that they saw the vitriol and stuff. Do you want to pull up the interview he did with CNBC, I believe it was?
This guy.
And I thought, CNBC, when Seamus was on, was just acting like Seamus was such an idiot and the cause of all of this. I thought these were going to be softball questions. And this is the piece of shit that we've showed earlier in our show that was mad at the guy because he was saying that lockdowns are killing businesses. You remember that? This is him.
So this is the same.
Yeah, and the guy was yelling at him, basically saying, "Well, people are losing their livelihoods." And he just, go to Congress and get money then. That's this douchebag.
I hate all these people so much, dude.
Yep.
All right, let's play this.
The CEO of Robinhood.
Talk about a punchable face. Just keep going.
Vlad Atenev is with us right now, and we appreciate you joining us on a day where there are so many questions. And as Melissa just said, there are, frankly, as you know, a lot of angry customers out there and a lot of questions about what took place and the decisions that you made to limit so many of your customers' ability to buy stocks like GameStop. Questions about whether you have a liquidity problem, whether you're trying to protect them from themselves, whether Citadel did this. Explain what happened today.
Thank you for having me on the show again, Andrew. So what happened today was, as you pointed out, we had to make a very difficult decision. It's been
Why?
It's been a challenging day. We made the decision in the morning to limit the buying of about 13 securities on our platform. So to be clear, customers could still sell those securities if they had positions in them. And they could also trade in the thousands of other securities on our platform. So it was a difficult decision. God,
this pisses me off, dude. I'm going to have to just pause it and just say how pissed off I am that he can say which stocks I buy.
Well, you can still buy 99% of the stock. You still have thousands of choice. Pick something else, idiot. That's basically what he's saying.
Yeah, and he's saying, and you're welcome for that. And you can sell it, and you're welcome. But it's like, hey, I'm going to spend my money on what I want to buy. And
that was the whole point of this. The whole point of the stock was supposed to be that.
Yeah, and that's what a free market is. Okay.
And that's what we had to do as part of normal operations.
But explain then, why did you do this? Did the SEC call you and tell you you had to do this? Was there a problem inside the company in terms of liquidity, in terms of the amount of deposits that you had to put it in front to the exchanges? What led to this?
Sure, and let me explain exactly how this works. Oh, first of all, I want to address some of the misinformation that's been out there because there's a lot of it. We absolutely did not do this at the direction of any market maker or hedge fund.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe it
or
either.
anyone we route to.
And look, wherever this guy goes, I want him to get spit in his face and pushed down.
He's covering his ass right there. He's trying to cover his ass. It looks like it might be too late. We'll talk about that after this too, But
now I want to throw a kind of a conspiracy theory in here a little bit. There's so much money on the line that Melvin Capital or whatever could be threatening this dude's life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, man, you're going to close it, or I guess we'll just kill you and kill your whole
And don't be
family.
a coward and come out.
Yeah,
tell
you're right.
everybody.
You're right. But I'm just, and that's probably not true. I'm sure he was happy to help them, I'm just saying.
Or other market
so much
participants.
money involved here.
The reason we did it was because Robinhood is a brokerage firm. We have lots of financial requirements, including SEC net capital requirements and clearinghouse deposits. So that's money that we have to deposit at various clearinghouses. So some of these requirements fluctuate quite a bit based on volatility in the markets. And they can be substantial in the current environment where there's a lot of volatility and a lot of concentrated activity in these names that have been going viral on social media. So we're really in unprecedented times, and in order to protect the firm.
Dude, they all say that. They all say this is unprecedented, so that's why we have to break the rules.
Yeah.
This is a strange time, so that's why we are going to cheat and steal and rig it. And
he says numerous times that they're not having a liquidity problem. But then he goes on to basically say it's a liquidity problem.
Right. And then they ask him, is it a liquidity problem then? And he says, no. Okay. So you're a liar.
He should have just went with that. That was basically his only show.
Yeah, he should have. He should have just lied and said that. But the other thing, did you see that letter from Congress that said the parent company of Robinhood has like a 40% interest in Robinhood?
I got a video to play after this. It is AOC talking. I haven't seen it yet, but supposedly she had somebody that came onto her live stream and kind of explained how basically the backing of Robinhood and how they're
conflict of interest. Yeah. It's a conflict of interest right away because they have a bunch of shorts at GameStop, I think. Yeah. I really do. And so, I mean, it's just clear that Robinhood is looking out for Robinhood and their rich investors.
Yep. We'll have to go into that letter too, because there's something in there I don't like and I disagree with too. And I think it's just because a lot of people, it's a complicated issue. I think a lot of people don't really know what, especially lawmakers. It's kind of funny. You have these really out of touch people trying to set laws. When like the CEO of Twitter and Facebook get brought in a lot of times for questioning, you got these 80-year-olds sitting there trying to ask them questions. They don't even know what the hell they're saying. It's kind of like that. I think they don't understand what Reddit is and stuff. So they ad-libbed, and I think they made a couple of mistakes in that letter too. And we'll talk about that.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah.
I hope the
solution's not something terrible too.
I hate that when people go to the government. The answer is less government. Really, just to make sure government should just make sure it's a level playing field.
Yeah.
But what happens is the government doesn't let a good day like this go without fucking it up. They're going to come in and say, already, what's her name is already saying, like, we need cops. We need cops. And the SEC is supposed to be the cops. And cop. This is to be policed. No, it doesn't, because that's what they're going to do. They're going to mess it up. They're going to put capital gains tax. Right. They're going to somehow make it so retail investors can't really trade, or they're going to fuck it up if the government gets involved. And I hate.
Yeah, it's true.
The government needs to just prosecute these people breaking the law. That's all they need to do. They don't need to pass any laws. They don't need to change anything. Just make sure that there's not insider trading on the big side of this, and they're not screwing the little guy.
Send some of these people to jail.
Yeah,
but they won't.
Brought that up.
They won't, though, will they, Garrett?
What's going to happen? They're going to fuck the little guy.
Yeah.
This is going to fuck it up.
This makes me think of this post.
And they're going to act like they're doing it for us, and they're not. They're doing it to protect their buddies. And then it goes back to, in these country clubs is where this stuff is really done again. because they're going to take the normal person out of it.
Right.
Or even like taxing unrealized gains. That's another one that could really hurt this.
Because the
charging per trade. There was talk of that too. There's a lot of really bad ideas floated out there that with the current administration, I'm a little bit worried get passed.
Yeah, that's terrifying. That the solutions end up being so much worse for everybody.
Every time.
And the rich and powerful are above the law in this country. They
it
shouldn't
the law.
be that way. Yeah.
So if there is changes, it's going to be written by Melvin Capital.
Right.
And they're going to pretty it up and act like it's not. Just like Obamacare is written by the insurance companies. It's going to be the same thing.
Yeah, it's really.
But you got to play that one out yet. Oh yeah, there you go.
Play which one?
The interview we're just watching.
Okay, yeah. Let me find it. Here it is.
And protect our customers, we had to limit buying in these stocks. And to be absolutely clear, Go ahead.
But it sounds to me, though, that you're suggesting that there was a liquidity problem inside the firm. And my question about that then raises all sorts of new questions about whether there's a systemic issue underneath the system and underneath the company unto itself.
No, there was no liquidity problem. And to be clear, this was done preemptively. So we did this proactively, and thousands of other securities remain tradable on the platform. Customers that held these positions were able to sell them.
Media.
And we're doing what we can
people could sell them.
Allow buying and to remove these restrictions in the morning. But also
doing what you can.
You might have seen Robinhood has been the #1 app in the App Store overall.
Not anymore.
So
but that's because people thought it was a thing to buy GameStop on, you moron.
Obi, I am putting it in Nokia over AMC, and especially if it's long, I think Nokia is a healthier business than AMC.
I think I'm going to buy calls on both of them tomorrow. I don't know what to do though, what price or anything like that. But I think I'm going to do AMC and Nokia calls. I'm going to be pretty reckless tomorrow. I might do a Blockbuster call. Just because there's a little bit of Blockbuster talk.
I don't think you'll be able to get a Blockbuster call.
Probably not.
But I'm going to be pretty reckless. I kind of am reckless anyway. Figure I'm young. I can just make the money back. But for two reasons. One, if this does blow up, I want to be on the receiving end of it. If this is going to be a big exchange of, is going to be a big switching of money from really rich to lower class. I'd like some of it. And two, I want to be a soldier and be some fodder in this war. I kind of like this idea.
Me too.
Especially when I feel like we're fighting back, not against just the billionaires that have fucked us forever, but I do feel we're fighting back against the guys that are censoring us. And we're pushing back against just all of this corrupt bullshit that's happening. And even if I'm accidentally playing into the system, which I probably am, at least I'll feel like I am. And at least I could tell myself I did what I could.
Yeah, it does feel like class warfare, and I want to help,
This would be a really cool if this led to a revolution, and not a revolution of dragging these guys out and killing them, a revolution of restructuring this, and not with communism, not with government help, but beating them at their own game.
That's what looks like happening.
Yeah.
They'll have to stop.
We take over the stock market. How about that?
Let's do it. That sounds fun. Should I finish this?
Yeah, because it is kind of funny to watch him dance around.
We have seen unprecedented interest due to the fact that finance has been culturally relevant in a way that hasn't been before, and these stocks are going viral on social media. And I think it's really interesting to juxtapose against some of the other questions that we've been having before this. Of course, Robinhood stands for everyday investors. From the very beginning, we stood for investors, opening up access and giving them the ability to trade commission.
Then why right at the biggest moment ever where investors can profit?
When we needed you more than ever.
Yeah.
When you needed you.
Yeah, just get out of the way. Don't stop us. It's unbelievable, dude.
If you have a liquidity problem, admit it. But they don't.
And then he stands there and says, "Oh, we're for the people," while he's stabbing us in the back.
Oh, it gets worse.
I don't like to hear that. You know? Yeah, he should keep his mouth shut.
free in whatever they want. And we've gotten a lot of criticism that, maybe there should be more restrictions. So it pains us to have had to impose these restrictions, and we're going to do what we can to enable trading in these stocks as soon as we can.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching.
Oh, a commercial? That wasn't the end of the interview, but that's fine. But he basically saying, what are you going to tell the users? Why would they use you over somebody else after you did this to them? And he just, my team's working so hard. I'm so proud of my team. Like, he just dodged around the question.
Yuck.
Pull up the AOC video I sent you if you can.
Did you send it to my email?
I probably texted it to you.
Let me try to find it.
Oh, well, if we come to it, great. If not,
well, maybe I could just find it on YouTube really quick.
It was kind of like a quick, it was on Twitch, actually. It was a quick click from Twitch that was taken.
Could be this. Oh, this is the full live stream she just did, I guess.
Okay, it's a clip of that. We don't have to find it now anyway, but she has someone on that just talks about the conflict of interest and how Citron, I think it is, has something to do with Robinhood, and that's why that it that sort of thing. It's nothing mind blowing.
Wasn't this? Was
so
it?
As we
with this
don't
guy,
think so. Maybe, but it's like this one's like 5 minutes. That was just a quick 1 minute one.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, but then let me find quick the letter that was sent. Let me find here the letter that was sent from
a
congressman.
Well, you're looking for that. Let's play this with the Fox Business guy.
Charles was looking at this phenomenon some weeks back. Now, Charles Payne, if you look
this
at
is great.
The catalyst initially for attention going to GameStop, it was a guy who was going to take it to the internet level, joining the board, finding a way to be more than just a brick and mortar concern, look promising, enough for Bank of America to say, all right, this is an issue that's worth maybe $10, $15 more a share. Nothing like this. So what happened?
Right. Well, Neil, first of all, I got to say, I recommended many of these stocks on January 11th or before. I've got the report in my hand that I sent out to my subscribers, and here's the list. The shorts, first of all of this nonsense, all of this noise, all of this whining by Wall Street, it's making me sick. 140%
I love this guy,
of GameStop was short. I didn't hear one person on TV complaining about Wall Street trying to crush GameStop. 140% short. I told my subscribers, buy this stock, and they made a fortune. I also told them to buy Virgin Space. Virgin, we took profits on that today. Fizz, that's up huge. Tangers is up huge. Neil, you can't allow Wall Street to short 75% of a stock, and nobody says anything.
Or
Crush
130.
these companies into the dirt, and then when the individual investor makes money, everyone's up in arms. Oh, they're going to lose their shirt. Don't you think people are trading? If it traded 80 billion shares today, people are ringing the register. I have a kid who bought a house. He made $50,000.
Nobody's business if someone loses their shirt
so
anyway.
Yeah, some people are going to lose.
Yeah, man.
It's nobody's business.
Exactly. And all these people now, it's real suspicious to me that you're crying so much. You really want to protect the people. But who's losing their money?
You're not my mom. You're not my parents.
Right. And you just so happen to care so much for the first time I'm ever making money. Now you're worried I'll lose everything. Who's losing everything right now? These billionaires.
Yes.
So I don't need your tears.
God, I'm excited for tomorrow.
What
dirty trick do they got up their sleeve?
I guess anything goes, man. They'll cancel them, freeze the markets. They'll probably come.
DZD, do you have any predictions for tomorrow? Yeah. What's GameStop going to end at? Are they going to try any more dirty tricks?
Yeah.
And everybody else, of course, but
this guy basically just said what I wanted him to say.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah, the letter I was going to read is too long. Basically, it was a congressman writing a letter to the SEC and basically taking the side of the individual investor, which I think is going to backfire because they're going to fuck it up. But he basically said that we all got together on a webpage and decided to buy. That's not what happened. We talked about this ad nauseum yesterday. People just post what positions they like, and why. Take it or leave it, and let's debate it. There's no, hey, everyone, meet here at 8 o'clock and put all your money into this stock. It's not that.
No.
It's not a pump and a dump scheme.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, how about this tweet by Elon today?
I love that he's on the side of, I mean, he hates shorts. Shorts almost destroyed Tesla, by the way. Tesla had some really dire moments. He actually admitted that he offered to sell Tesla for 1/10 of the evaluation to Apple, and Apple didn't even get back to him. It was that heavily shorted. It was one of the big reasons.
Unreal.
Yep.
See, look at that. It destroys businesses. These people are not great. These
Tesla's one of the coolest companies, and they almost destroyed the best car.
These stock market people are not great, noble people. They'll slit your grandma's throat to steal her bakery. You know.
Yes.
So don't cry for them.
No. And we're not against the rich, the people that legit made money and stuff. We're against the leeches.
I'm against cheaters.
yeah, we're against cheaters. That's a better one.
If it's a fair market, I don't care who makes money. Do whatever. I don't care if they have $1 billion. Hooray for them.
In general,
don't
wealth
cheat.
is not a zero-sum game. The more rich we all get, it brings everybody richer. I mean, there's less poverty now than pre-COVID. There's less poverty now than ever before. And you always hear about how the wealth divide and the shrinking middle class, but everyone's getting richer.
Yeah.
But these guys aren't doing that. That's not what they're not helping bring everyone else up. They're basically doing the opposite.
They're not doing anything noble.
Yeah.
And save your tears for people who lost their house in 2008 and killed themselves, or lost their everything they ever had. You know, that's who you should be sad for. Brokers can only step in to bar people from buying circuit breakers. Only if the SEC steps in can they suspend trading for however long they want.
Oh, really?
Okay, that's good to know.
Supposedly the NASDAQ was talking about suspending trading of Nokia yesterday, supposedly. Who knows?
See, it's too bad that, in my opinion, the SEC is probably owned by the hedge funds.
They're gonna take.
You know what I mean?
I have zero trust in the SEC. Let's put it that way.
I'm sure they'll be on the phone with Melvin Capital in the morning. Should we halt trading?
There is Project Veritas and just other people. There's a class action lawsuit right now against Robinhood. There's a lot of people asking for whistleblowers because I think they know that was a bullshit answer on TV there. One whistleblower came out, who knows if he's true or not, but he claimed that he was in the room when they were trying to make this decision. They got a call from the White House, and the White House basically said, suspend trading on these. And
that would be interesting. Sure, that sounds weird.
These guys are running these guys know people in power. They probably own people in power. So you know that they are running to the White House, and they're running to the SEC because they're billions of dollars are on the line.
Yeah. And it's kind of working. They're getting the influence that they have is paying off for them.
Man, what's it going to be like when these billionaires lose money and they're no longer billionaires? Not only that, people are cheering about it. You know, what would that do to your psyche?
Well, they don't have souls anyway, so I'm sure they don't care. I guess they'll have to sell their third yacht.
But like I said, there's definitely some villains coming out of this. Melvin Capital, Citron, all of those. Robinhood. Robinhood's probably going to lead the way. And unfortunately, I suspect the SEC. It's a good thing the government moves kind of slow, though. So it might be too late by the time they move. There's some heroes, and Dave Portnoy is one of them. This is the guy, even before this, he was doing great things. He was doing the Barstool business fund, basically, that was trying to help businesses make it through the pandemic and stuff. And boy, he is right now taking this stuff personal. It's great, really.
Should we play this little clip?
Sure, let's do it.
It's a funny clip.
1.2 million. So I'll probably lose 2 million in this thing when it's all said and done. I'm not selling. I'm gonna eat the 2 million. I'll fucking eat it. I'll eat it like fucking cake. I'm not selling because selling's what those fucking assholes want me to do, and I'm not going to do what they want me to do. I'd rather go bankrupt so I can bitch and moan about this shit forever. You think I can...
Okay, boy.
They don't call...
I love that.
It's a known fact. I'm one of the great grudge holders of all time. I'm going to print a list of everybody who I feel is involved in the events today, and I'll make it my mission You champagne bottles on the office, and I will wait. And I will wait, and I will prod, and I will pull. But we need to make sure they pay for the day. We really do. We really do. And if that's my job, on top of starting my own trading platform, my own women's hockey league, my own gambling company, and fucking being like a dad to a bunch of idiots at the office, I'll fucking do it. All right? I'll fucking do it. I just need Adderall.
Go to his, scroll down a bit. He gets into it with the owner of the Mets baseball. Where is it? He was very active today. Robinhood must die. Go to like his. Keep going down. We're getting close to it. Okay, you're going. Go up a bit. You're going real fast.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're fine.
Hey Dave, what's your beef with me?
Click on the one right below it. Click on this one.
Okay.
So basically, he calls these guys out and says they should go to prison. And then Steve Cohen says, kind of like, what's your beef with me?
It also shows.
But yeah, what's that?
I was just reading it. Okay, so who is Steve Cohen?
Steve Cohen is the owner of the Mets. So, what was it yesterday, the day before? Melvin Capital got a big influx of cash. And I think he was a part of this, if I remember. He trying to bail out some of the shorts, and it's kind of letting them re-short, that sort of stuff.
Okay.
And,
so, yeah, here he is. He says, hey,
click on Steve Cohen's name quick. It's kind of funny because go to tweets and replies. But he basically says, let's take this offline. And,
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. If we can't find it, no big deal. He says, let's take this offline. And Dave says, no, that's where all the corrupt shit happens. I'm not going to do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'd like to read all of this.
I don't do offline. That's where he says, hey, Dave, what's your beef with me? Happy to talk. Happy to take this offline. I don't do offline. That's where shady shit happens. You bailed out Melvin because he's your boy along with Citadel. I think you had strong hand in today's criminal events to save hedge funds at the cost of ordinary people. Do you unequivocally deny that?
Ooh, I like that. Straight to the point. Let's see what he said to that. What are you talking about? I unequivocally deny that accusation. I had zero to do with what happened today. By the way, if I want to make an additional investment with somebody, that is my right if it's in the best interest of my investors.
And you know what? If I want to make an investment in GameStop, that's my right too.
Yeah. Exactly.
Why does this guy that's his right, but not my right?
Right.
Don't worry about the shirt off my back. I'll be fine.
Yep. That's where I'm offended. I'm offended when they're rigging the shit and they won't let me buy the stock I want. Well, now it sounds like war to me because you're fucking with my money. And when these people get their money messed with, they kill people, they burn buildings down, they'll do whatever it takes.
And who knows what the market's going to open up as tomorrow? But this is going to give people another chance. It rolls it back a day, like maybe even 2 days. Nokia's at where it was at the end of 2 days ago. BlackBerry's where it was about 2 days ago. Okay, good point. I mean, yeah, he gets buy straight from the exchange. We have to go through a broker.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. But this might let us to see in the future, just a day or two. This gives people a chance to get into Nokia and BlackBerry and hopefully even GameStop before the real fun starts. And hopefully that's tomorrow. I can't wait. I'm excited to see what happens tomorrow.
I'm doing this. So the market opens at 8:30 Central, right?
Yep.
So
8:30 Central.
I'm going to be awake. That's when I'm immediately at 8:30. I'm going to buy Nokia and AMC. And I'm going to try to buy a GameStop stock if they'll let me.
Yeah. Nokia was down. It was up a little bit after hours. Same with BlackBerry, but not significantly so. I think everyone's going to have a chance. You can buy stock. Even under, can you still with
man, that's great
with Robinhood? We're kind of stuck with the enemy for tomorrow. And I know Robinhood, I know like late after hours you can't buy. Yeah, I don't know if Robinhood
okay,
I think they were talking about it.
Other than Robinhood, I could buy it at 4 a.m. That's great to know.
Depends. TD Ameritrade, I believe, does.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just going to move over to them.
Well, let's see.
I think we did
I was gonna say, what's Nokia at right now?
I think like 485, I believe. You know, after hours they kind of stop it right around, I think it's like 8 Eastern or something like that, or 8 Central maybe. But after hours kind of basically stops too.
All right, Garrett. Well, I want to put $200 in a Nokia.
So here's the problem, Obi. Webull did the same thing.
Yeah, I signed up for.
They
Webull
weren't
too.
as suspicious about it. They basically just said we couldn't afford. You know how they talk about, well, do you have a liquidity problem? No, they're kind of saying, well, we couldn't afford it. That sort of thing. So Webull is not as bad, but
well,
still, fuck Webull.
I want to spend like $200 on Nokia. Okay, I'm gonna buy calls. What do you suggest? What do you think I should buy for a call? Like $6 by next week, or what? Like, how's that work?
$200. You're probably gonna have to, you should look for like the $6 strike price probably. Right now, if you did like February 19th, a $4.50 strike price for February 19th is like, that's $100, I believe. You could buy 2 of those.
Okay, and let's say, so what was the price of that? $6?
No, $4.50.
Oh, $4.50. Okay.
Price. Yep.
And if Nokia is at $20 on that day,
good, Joey.
I will make.
You will make $200 for every dollar above $4.50, because you have two calls. So
and what if it's each. What if it's at $20 on February 10th?
You could
sell.
You could sell, or I think at any time, you wouldn't ever want to do this because you could sell for more. But any time you could basically, I forgot the term that DJ used, but basically say I want to settle up right
Exercise
now.
my option or whatever.
Yep. You can do that at any time if I believe.
But even if the price goes way up tomorrow, I could sell it.
Yep.
I could sell it and I would make a bunch of money. Okay. So I'm definitely going to buy these
February
calls.
19th, $6 at $60.
Sweet.
So you can do 4.5 at 100 each.
Only if it's in the money. Okay.
Oh, really?
That's the risk of a call, because if it's not in the money, you just lose everything. Okay, that's my plan for tomorrow for Nokia. I'm going to do that with AMC.
Mine's a little bit loftier. I'm going to put, I got like $5,000 freed up. I'm just going to throw it all in for the hell of it.
Yeah.
And I might still try, depending on what GameStop's doing, I might still try to go real big and get a call of GameStop.
You should, dude.
Yeah.
I wish I had more money to be investing in this.
Stock, I think Nokia is a good one there. DZD, are you buying anything right now? Or are you just watching this?
Yeah.
Usually it's kind of funny. A lot of times when I'm watching a stock skyrocket and I had a chance to buy it, or I was looking at it and I didn't, I really get the FOMO, and it's like, oh. Like when I'm watching NVAX, I'm almost like, I hate to say it, when it starts skyrocketing, I'm like, God damn it, don't skyrocket. This is the exact opposite. I want all of these to skyrocket.
Yeah, me too. I know what you mean.
So yeah, I'm going to increase my position a lot tomorrow.
Yeah. I think that these meme stocks have a big moment in history right now, a big chance to just keep going way up. That's what's happening.
It might be interesting. I mean, you have to time it right, of course. We're railing against the shorters. But, I mean, they could just take off. And I do think, we said 2-3 days ago, we're talking that we think they're going to come down to earth. You could probably make money on the way down too.
I would love to.
Yeah.
If I was good enough at doing this, I would definitely short these stocks when I can, Yeah. I don't care. But
do puts,
do puts, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's even more dangerous than calls, just because you're going against inflation and everything else.
But I would never stop anyone else from doing their bets. You know what I mean? Because I'm not a piece of shit. Anyway, I really wish that these hedge fund people and Vlad, whatever his name is, I wish they would suffer consequences for their nefarious actions.
Vlad's going to. Yeah, but he's gonna. At the very least, I do not think they're going private. And I think if they do it, it's going to be a way different reception than it would have been. I mean, they came out with like I can't remember if it was like, they were basically going to let you open a bank account under them, and they're going to give you like 2.5% interest in a savings account, which is kind of unheard of. And they had just tons of people signing up and stuff. I mean, those days are over. I think they found out that they couldn't. I think the SEC shut that down because they're not a bank or something. But I mean, those days are over now. I really think that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think the new meme investors are going to be done with them.
Yep.
And it was already like those gatekeepers. They were already against this. This is just going to give everyone an excuse to go to something else.
Well, it's super interesting times. Tomorrow is going to be exciting for these stocks,
wait.
I think.
I'm sure we'll do a show this weekend talking about it. We'll probably go to our normal format in this show too, I imagine. Unless it's as crazy day as it is today. I mean, we knew today was going to be crazy, but I didn't know it was going to be this crazy.
Well, I didn't know they'd be doing the kind of stuff they did.
Yeah.
It's shady. Well, Garrett.
Kenobi's buying Nokia for $1,000. You're going to buy a couple calls, it sounds like.
Yeah.
I'm buying a lot of calls.
And I'm going to try to get one GameStop stock.
Are there any app traders? So, like, Cash App sells some of those stocks, but you can't buy options and stuff. I think TD Ameritrade has some sort of, I think DZD was saying they have some sort of, like, a mobile thing. They didn't shut down. I think they cut off some margin for people of those, but that's understandable. I don't know who else did. I do know that Webull is the one that everyone is bringing up right now.
Yeah.
And I think they're less pieces of shit out of the two companies.
They're at least not proven pieces of shit yet.
Yeah.
Like Robinhood is. Download Thinkorswim.
Your phone. Cool. I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah, me too. I've looked at it before.
I think I used to mess around when I was like college or undergrad, where we would I think they let you like fake buy stocks and kind of have a portfolio.
Yeah, I think they do that.
I think I tried some of that.
Well, I think
anything else we want to wrap up? I think we'll probably go back to our normal kind of show this weekend. We'll obviously talk stocks and stuff, but we'll do another medical mystery. Maybe even get into the SMG channel finally.
Well, just to play us out here, we've got the Chicago's Teachers Union released a dance video for everybody.
We'll talk about this too. Like, you too, Crack Party. You buying anything?
Yeah, no kidding.
So Chicago, basically is trying to open up, and they told the teachers to go back to in-person learning because this Skype learning is not working. The teachers union basically said, no, we're not going to. And I think they put this out to kind of, I don't know if
they wanted to gain public sympathy.
Yeah. What are the thumbs up and thumbs down on this first before we show this masterpiece?
94 thumbs up, 4,000 thumbs down.
With the comments turned off. You know it's always good when the comments are turned off.
Yeah. This video. What?
Oh, I was just gonna Crack Party answer us about what if he's getting in.
But anyway, this video it's like a public service announcement for why interpretive dance is terrible.
Balls deep in crypto. I like it.
Nice, man.
Were you in Dogecoin? There's a bit of a probably pump and dump, but a nice run up on Doge right now if you're in that.
I'm trying to get more Ethereum. And
man,
more.
I used to be so big into crypto. I think I said last year I lost $30,000 in 12 hours when it popped the first time around, but I still love crypto.
Crypto's
I still
fun,
do it, and
yeah,
I'm gonna get back into crypto too eventually.
So I was thinking about liquidating the tiny amount of Bitcoin that I have.
I seriously think that one of the reasons Bitcoin is as high as it is, people are getting stimulus checks. They're telling everyone, hey, everyone's putting their stimulus checks into Bitcoin. Everyone should buy Bitcoin. It causes people to buy Bitcoin. But I think the meme stocks might take some of that away.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about that. I think that's a really good point. Except the meme stocks are making so much money for these people.
They're going to move it over.
Right. If they make $1 million, they might buy $100K in Bitcoin,
I mean, Bitcoin
as opposed
ran
to
up
$800
because of what happened.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was a great time.
I know.
I didn't have to. I had to worry about people stealing I had to worry about Cost Exchange shutting down and not taking my money. I could also make a trade and right away take the money out of the market. I didn't have to worry about it being locked up and stuff.
Right.
So well, good. Hopefully you came out good on that.
Yeah. Hopefully all these cryptos
right
go
now,
up, man.
it's up like 500%, something like that.
I'm a big fan of crypto. I hope.
Yep.
I hope to get
a lot of
more
our censorship problem, and I hope that they can somehow decentralize the exchange so we don't have to go through a brokerage, kind of like DZD was talking about when I was reading about the Mets owner. He does have more of a right because he can go right to the exchange. I have to go through a brokerage. So that's right. Hopefully, crypto solves that.
Dude, like every aspect of our lives needs to get away from these institutions.
We need to be decentralized.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so let's play this great dance video.
All right. You want to pause it real quick? Because DZD made a good point here. I'm sure they have another excuse. But the excuse that Robinhood used for not letting people buy, they talked about the clearinghouse and the SEC. There's none of that with crypto. There's none of that. Crypto, you just buy from they got hooked up with an exchange and they buy it. And they were not letting people buy Dogecoin for a while today.
Yeah, what's their excuse on that then?
I don't know. Because
we just don't like it.
Excuses.
Yeah.
All right, didn't mean to interrupt.
This is such a cringy video, dude. They've been blocking it off. Flimsy, what's up? This is a great video for you, Flimsy.
Make it make sense. Safety. Essential.
It's so obvious these teachers just don't want to go back to work.
Keep our
I don't blame them, but
did Michael Scott write this?
It's so badly done. This video is also a reason to not send your kids to public school, I guess. If these are the teachers.
We're going to talk about that this weekend.
Yeah.
We got to. We got to get to the teachers union this weekend.
Yeah.
I have a lot to say about that.
These are the dance teachers of Chicago public schools, by the way. I feel bad for them. They must be so embarrassed.
I wonder if they're embarrassed that this is out. They still think it's just stunning and great. They probably think it's the alt-right racist.
Oh, I'm sure. And you see this on the top right where she's got her kid there. It's creepy.
There was a couple journalists that tried to write articles about Reddit, and they threw an alt-right on it. They called Reddit alt-right.
They called Reddit alt-right? Oh my god. That's funny.
They later they had to do a retraction on that, and they said, but we did see screenshots of violent messages in the Discord and shit like that. So they have a copy and paste, and it's just going to be alt-right for anything they don't like. Alt-right,
white supremacist,
pseudo-Nazi, yeah, all of that. And they started doing that to Reddit. Reddit's the most
hilarious
liberal place to be on the internet.
Yeah, they're censoring them. Reddit is extremely.
No way,
left.
You didn't really, did you, Obi? That'd have been really funny.
See a vagina in the background. Well.
All right, guys. Before we go, what's everyone's prediction on what GameStop ends tomorrow at?
Oh, I like it.
Anyone got anything?
I've got one.
I can't wait to see it. Ooh.
900. I think it's going to 900 tomorrow.
Oh, boy.
Does that seem just really stupid?
No, it doesn't. I mean, there's almost 500 today, and we haven't even seen the squeeze yet.
I know. I'm going to end up being wrong, but because I'm too low. It's going to be 1,500 or something stupid.
God damn. And then they're going to move this money to the next meme stock. 750. God damn, I love it.
I've got to buy some of this, but they won't let me.
Infinity and beyond.
See, I want to sue these
575. God damn it. Why don't we all just get together and buy calls? Because I think you guys are probably all fucking right. 650.
Yeah.
I don't see how it could be down. I really don't.
Well, let's buy calls. Let's spend all the money we got and just go hard on calls.
I mean, we could get a really soon one and have a high strike price. We could probably get, it's probably still going to be 10 grand or something, but still, it'd be fun to do.
Yep.
20 grand. I almost got one for 250.
But also, you know, we're sort of underestimating that the SEC might close buying, or all the, you know,
yeah, I mean,
and they might plummet the stock again like they did today. I don't know why they wouldn't. It's not like they're in trouble from today. They're fine.
Everyone else took a guess. I'll say 500 just because I have no idea. We'll see if they allow trade. If not, I could see tomorrow being disastrous if they somehow don't allow trading or they have one more trick up their sleeve or something. I could see tomorrow being disastrous too. We went down to 120 for a while.
Right. It's scary.
Fuck the billion, we could name it. I love it.
I love it. I'm in. I'm in, guys. All right. Well, this was a good show, Garrett.
Yep. Thanks for watching, guys. We will be back. If it's really crazy tomorrow, if not the day after, I'm sure. We'll do a weekend show, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And unless it's really crazy, like I said, we'll go back to our more normal format. But, yep, we'll be back.
Yeah, it's fun talking about this is what the news is today, so this is what we should cover.
Yeah, really. And this is just so unprecedented times, and it's fun being in the middle of it.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, take it easy.
Yep.
Later.
Yeah, had to come through and let you know. Keep it locked, this is the Nate and Garrett Show. Talking current events, let the conversation begin. Everything from conspiracies, yeah, I'm talking aliens. Truth bombs that many never knew. We talking politics, everything up to the moon. Was the landing real or fake? I guess you'll never know. Let's talk, this is the Nate and Garrett Show, yeah. So lend me your ear, let's get it poppin'. You know that we keep it live, non-stopping. Educating, entertain, there ain't no doubt. After you listen, you'll be thinking way outside the box. From media dishonesty, never let them play you. Keep it authentic nowadays, many can't do. Unfiltered is how we do it. Make sure you stay locked in and tuned in, let's go. Had to come through and let you know. Keep it locked, this is the Nate and Garrett Show. Talking current events, let the conversation begin. Everything from conspiracies, yeah, I'm talking aliens. The Nate and Garrett Show.